Answer my question! The question, jerk!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hot-headed athletes.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
You want to race? Let's race. I didn't know we were supposed to pull over when it came down to 5 to go.
You hear? Do you have ears? Do you have ears?
For this list, we're focusing on professional athletes that have been known to lose their tempers in the spirit of competition. Number 10, Terrell Owens.
I like it when they talk dirty to me.
Known for his exceptional receiving skills and larger-than-life personality, this 6-time Pro Bowler was sometimes emotional to a fault.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
Perhaps Terrell Owens' most intense on-field moment came in 2000, when he disrespected the Dallas Cowboys midfield logo in a touchdown celebration. At first, it looked like just another classic TO moment, but things escalated quickly when Cowboys safety George Teague charged at Owens while he celebrated his second touchdown.
Oh, and somebody's coming over to tackle him. Look at this.
Over the course of his career, however, Owens was known to consistently butt heads with teammates, and often transferred his energy on the field to media interviews as well. With this guy, you just never knew.
Are you serious? I'm getting judged by pencil pushers, by negating
I think
my
they've
stats?
done a pretty good job over the years.
Are you
Except
serious?
for Charles Haley. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Number 9, Meta Sandiford Artest.
Wow, here we go. Uh-oh. He went right over to Bryant.
Before all of the name changes, this NBA star was all about in-your-face defense. In fact, the man formerly known as Ron Artest even won Defensive Player of the Year in 2004. Ironically, that was the same season he took center stage in arguably the most epic brawl in NBA history. Before the Detroit Pistons and Indiana Pacers fought each other and fans, World Peace was already a 5-year veteran known for his combative personality. But when a fan threw a Coke at him, he infamously lost his cool, and the rest is history. Though he's broken TV cameras and traded verbal jabs with coaches, the Coca-Cola-inspired meltdown will go down as Meta's most bizarre moment.
I'm done? Hey, he said I'm done. Oh, see you later. Come to the club. Hey, fine. I'll take this.
Number 8, Kurt Busch.
It was the camera guy who had the camera in my face, and he's on me without the camera rolling, and that's what pissed me off.
Can you get the out of my face?
In the world of stock car racing, drivers don't always have time to physically duke it out with competitors. But someone like Kurt Busch is a master in the art of mid-race taunting and post-race scuffles. Then again, such hot-headed antics have occasionally backfired, most notably in Busch's feud with Jimmy Spencer.
What do you got? You have the run of your life and you think you got something.
The guy even beefed with his younger brother in 2007, as well as just about anybody that gets in his way.
Busch had to be restrained from NASCAR.com reporter Joe Menzer on pit road.
Whether it's the long-standing feud with Tony Stewart or even Kevin Harvick,
Looks like Kurt Busch lost the car and then hit the right front of Kevin's car.
Busch seems to thrive on drama and retaliation, which has led to a turbulent career and a controversial public persona.
I messed up. I should have been able to handle the pressures. That's what the responsibilities of a driver of my caliber should be.
Number 7, Andy Roddick.
You hear? Do you have ears? Do you have ears? I've been hearing it for 3 seconds. Do you have ears? Connected to your head?
He's a fun-loving guy off the court and the husband of supermodel Brooklyn Decker.
Andy had a temper that he let show on the court, occasionally.
But in the heat of competition, Andy Roddick could get nasty. His talent alone made him one of the more entertaining tennis stars of his day. But this A-Rod's temper tantrums would crank the entertainment level up to 11. As long as you weren't a line judge on the receiving end of his cutting insults.
Next time, go ahead and watch it instead of being so concerned with making your voice heard, okay?
Andy's meltdown resume is extensive, and he'd speak with such clarity that everyone could fully understand him. To be fair, Roddick usually kept his language clean, even if it seemed like he was about to drop a few expletives. But that didn't take anything away from the hothead quotient.
I think you quit school before you attend. Stay in school, kids, or I'm not leaving on fire.
Number 6, Luis Suarez. A native of Uruguay and striker for Atletico Madrid, this footballer will happily nutmeg his opponents and sometimes assault them as well. While playing for Ajax in the Dutch League in 2010, Luis Suarez actually bit Otman Bakal, which preceded subsequent bites on Chelsea's Branislav Ivanovic in 2013 and poor Giorgio Chiellini at the World Cup the following year. Such behavior has led to countless apologies from Suarez, but his temper seems to reach a boiling point when the stakes are high. In fact, media personalities and fans can usually predict his hot-headed moments, and despite his high level of play, the name Luis Suarez has become synonymous with perpetual yellow or red cards.
I think it was just instinct. Any player would have done the same, not just me.
Number 5. Nolan Ryan.
It was no contest as Nolan Ryan rang up 17 strikeouts.
As the all-time strikeout leader of Major League Baseball, this Texan was a legendary force on the mound.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
And Nolan Ryan wasn't afraid to serve up some chin music to make a point either. Emerging in the late 60s, he understood the unwritten rules of baseball ethics, and when somebody crossed him, they could fully expect some retribution. In August of 1993, about 6 weeks before Ryan tossed his final pitch, he put a thorough beating on Robin Ventura, who inexplicably charged at the legend like a raging bull. Unfortunately for Ventura, the elder statesman of the diamond took care of business one last time. Number 4. Serena Williams.
I didn't say I would kill you. Are you serious?
Inarguably one of the greatest tennis players ever, Serena Williams never fails to impress with her focus and passion. She's a master of the forehand return. She once topped 128 miles per hour with a single serve, and she won the Australian Open while 8 weeks pregnant. Such talent and skill do not come easy. It involves a lot of hard work and, according to Ms. Williams herself, tapping into her temper.
You're not making it super enjoyable, but... Just being honest.
As she told the Fader magazine in 2016, quote, "If I don't have that intensity or that anger, I'm not doing as well as I need to do to win. Sometimes I almost need to get angry to win, which is really, really weird, but it works for me. As a result, there may be a smashed racket or tongue lashing unleashed, but you can't really argue with the results."
Wait till I'm ready. How long do I have to wait until I'm ready? Are you cool? I don't play slow. Honestly, you have a problem?
Number 3. Ron Hextall.
Hextall goes barreling out at one of the Canadians.
Truly a revolutionary goaltender thanks to his active style of play. This former Flyer and one-time Nordique and Islander went above and beyond the NHL norm.
Here he goes, bidding for one. Here's the clear. Here it is. He scores! Hextall scored a goal on the empty net.
Not only did Ron Hextall fiercely guard the net and change the way his position can be played, he wasn't afraid to stand up to his opponents either. As a result, many a suspension came his way. But with his reputation established, coaches and players knew what to expect.
And here comes Hextall. And Potvin and Hextall are going to go. I know Felix doesn't think this is a good idea.
Playing the majority of his career with the blue-collar Philadelphia Flyers, Hextall's most turbulent years came in the late 80s, when he would rack up the most penalty minutes for a goaltender in NHL history.
You don't have to be sweet to be good.
Number 2. John McEnroe.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
Over the course of his esteemed playing career, this legendary tennis hothead won a grand total of 7 Grand Slam singles titles.
Code violation, racket abuse, point penalty, Mr. McEnroe.
And while some modern tennis players often seem like they're performing during a meltdown, John McEnroe went nuclear time and time again.
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
He'd hurl insults at line judges, he produced some of the more creative racket smashes ever seen, and he'd even yell a few curse words when the time felt right. There was no predicting what Johnny Mac would do. And given his facial expressions and body behavior, it seemed like even he didn't know what to expect.
Then Johnny Mac puts in his 2 cents. You cannot be serious!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Boudreau comes over and Ross taking the house down.
It's become like a common thing in the NHL for guys to fall in love with my sloppy seconds.
So I sort of gave him a push, and that's when he squeezed me balls. I really squeezed him too hard, and I was like, honestly, I thought I'd lost my family allowance.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Mike Tyson.
He's knocked the referee down. He's still trying to throw punches.
Can't believe this. This is mayhem.
In the sporting world, some athletes try to intimidate, while others are naturally terrifying.
I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
In the mid-1980s, Mike Tyson struck fear into the hearts of opponents through his size, technique, and monster uppercuts.
There he goes. I don't think you'll get up from this.
But as Tyson's career progressed, his temperament utterly destroyed his momentum. Looking back, it's easy to laugh at some of Iron Mike's more bizarre moments, but when he bit off a piece of Evander Holyfield's right ear in 1997, Tyson set a new standard for outlandish behavior among hot-headed athletes.
He bit his ear, that's what Holyfield was in a lot of pain from that. You see the blood on the ear, that was definitely a bite.
Once known as the baddest man on the planet, Tyson's unpredictable behavior sold tickets, but ultimately tarnished his legacy as well.
Waiting for this moment for all my life. One more time, guys. Oh, Lord. Oh, jeez.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.